is going to be B'ezras Hashem number 10, and so we can see that maybe by now you can understand, you know, the way that I came to all of this understanding is through a certain journey. I came to it one way, but maybe others would come to it by hearing someone else. I mean, if a Yid would have come to me and explained all this to me, it's much more karev that I would, you know, really be amazed and say, wow, I mean, a Yid could say this to me, and he still, I mean, sounds like it's eisgehalten. I mean, yeah, there's questions, I have questions, so we'll talk about it weiter, and we'll see. Hopefully Hashem will give us understanding. And, but, so I think it's really interesting, and that's why I'm indulging this much, to make such a lengthy presentation that whoever's writes there should see, and hopefully, like I said, please respond, and please help me to understand, and see if there's questions I can help you to understand, and, you know, what you do with it is between you and Hashem. It's not, it's Klal Yisroel Irev, and I hope for the best for all of Klal Yisroel. And Hashem told me to be mispalo, that the eyes should be opened, and so I'm doing that. So it's see, the thing about what is the way? What does Yeshua want? And so that's, of course, you know, I can't go. I think, you see, I'm kind of laying low. I'm not exactly going into a lot of the details. I'm not what they call preaching, I think. I mean, I'm just stating what happened so you could see for yourself that it was a Yiddish thing, and then at this point it went off. When Constantine came and made it official religion of the Roman Empire, so at that point, that's when it went. And from there, it just it took off. The goyim, you know, said, we have the true religion, you know, and you have to do it our way, you know. And pretty much, I think from there, and again, I'm not an expert in the history. I have the overview. Yes, I have the overview of how it went, and I'll learn a lot of more things that will help me understand even better. And I just want to see what the emes is, and Hashem be Megala the emes. One of the things that I mentioned about was that Torah ShBial Peh, and Hashem recently taught me that the Torah ShBial Peh is really the Ruakh HaKodesh, and it's really Hayom in biKolo Tishmaoon. And if we walk with Hashem every day, that today is Hayom, and I'm walking with Hashem be'emunah that Einoi milvadoi right now, the Shivisa Hashem L'negdi Samid right now, and Mechal Derechecha De'ehu right now, you know, and spontaneously. I mean, there was a time that I wanted to prepare something, to teach something, and Hashem said, don't prepare. He said, don't prepare, just go be'emunah. And he'll, you know, even if I should say anything, he'll tell me if I should say, and if I should say, he'll give me what to say. But it's not shart that I should prepare. Hashem will bring it out. So I hope that B'ezras Hashem that we can have a Tekhiyas from all this. So you could see that it's a little bit difficult for me because I'm not in a place. I think I've said it a few times. I'm not in a place where there's Yidden, and I'm looking to have a shaykhus. And from what I understand, you know, the goyim have Moshiach. I mean, go hayitachin. I mean, imagine, you know, the goyim have Moshiach. The goyim have the Ruakh HaKodesh. And even without Torah, maybe Hashem put it that way, b'dafka, so we can see, because it is quite an interesting thing. Hagam, that they don't know a lot of the Tifa things, and they don't mishpatim bal yidom, and the goyim don't know a lot of things, and a lot of the Messiah, and a lot of the things, like the medrash that happened, that we have the Kabbalah, the Messiah, things that happened with Avram, with Yitzchak, with Yaakov, with Moshiach, with things with Klal Yisroel, things with the Nevi'im, that Klal Yisroel knows. Klal Yisroel never shared it with the goyim, even though in the Vatican, which I don't know about, but in the Vatican they have the Talmud, and all some of these Sfarim, I think they still have, and things like that, but they don't have the understanding of the Gemara. I mean, who could do a Shakla V'Taya? You have to be Yoshev in Yeshiva. I don't think that they were Yoshev in Yeshiva. So anyway, the goyim don't really have, but nevertheless, they still have the Ruakh HaKodesh. And a lot of nissim that are done. I could tell you so much about the nissim, you'd be amazed. You'd mamish be amazed about the nissim. And it happens in revival when the Spirit of Hashem comes, and Hashem does healing, straightens out someone's foot that was twisted, opens someone's eyes, just complete miracles that have happened. And it's really amazing. It's really amazing. So the goyim have this, and the Yidden, they don't know Moshiach, and they don't know how easy it is and how simple it is. And I'm not saying Torah is hard, because it's not hard, but there's a certain, Torah. This is another whole conversation, really. But Torah is really easy, and it's Meshivas Nafesh, and it's Eitz Chaim Hi, and it's Derech Dachinayim. Derech Dachinayim. It should, and it is for those who understand Moshiach Midvash Menafetz Tufim. I mean that for those Bnei Torah who understand, and even for those who go out and who have some shaykhus in the world, but they go be'emunah in everything that they do, mamish bepashtus ha'emunah, not halfway emunah and halfway go to the movies, not halfway, do this and do that. But I'm talking about completely given over 100%, that they have yashus and the kedusha v'tahara. They, even they go out to the world, they come back, and they're still be'emunah. They didn't look at the wrong things, they didn't think the wrong things, they didn't go to the wrong places, and there's so much taikic. When can I come back home that I could again be with Hashem? So the Torah is beautiful, and the ways that I see, the ways that Klal Yisroel doesn't have Moshiach, but if they would have Moshiach, that they would see that they would have the Ruakh HaKodesh with Moshiach, because it's just be'amunah. The Torah even gives more, I think, because Klal Yisroel, and I don't fully understand this, but Klal Yisroel has a bigger khelek in this Ruakh HaKodesh and in this Shechina than even the goyim have. And as soon as, and the Talmud of Rabbi Gamliel writes about that in one of his letters. And he's the one who wrote most of what they call the New Testament. The Talmud of Rabbi Gamliel, I told you, he traveled around to all the communities, and the Tekhiyas, the Yidden, the goyim, and he wrote a lot of letters, and he was imprisoned at some points, and so he wrote a lot, and he was mechazek a lot in his writings. In one of the writings, he says that imagine, and he says this, he says Klal Yisroel didn't accept Moshiach, whatever reason. I still with Tzarachi, and let's look at that. But Klal Yisroel didn't accept Moshiach, and then and so the goyim have Moshiach. They know him. They have a shtickle of the Ruakh HaKodesh, I would say. They have a miktsas, and they do nissim. They have a closeness to Hashem. They have intimacy with Hashem. Some of them, even the Yechidim, I'm telling you, the stories that I've heard, just the ways that they're so pashut and so kadosh tahar with Hashem, just dveikus b'Hashem, that there's some of these guys, not all of them, but some of them have, is amazing. So, pick it up.